Okay, so the report told me that you were in a car accident. Is that correct? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for that. That's horrible. So yeah, I think we should just check you out, just do a full body exam just to make sure that you're okay, that you're not sustaining any injuries. Does that sound okay with you? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Was the car crash today? Oh, so you just came from the scene. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Is everyone okay in the car? You were the only one in there? Okay, well that's really good. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit flustered today. I have a lot of patients to see. So what is your name? Okay, and do you know what hospital you're in? And do you know the time? You don't have to give me a specific time. Just tell me if it's morning or night. And my last question is, why are you here? Even though you kind of already told me. Good. A car crash. And where did that happen? I-36? Okay. That road can be so dangerous. Okay, so you seem pretty well oriented, so that's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and get your blood pressure really quick just to measure that, make sure that's okay. I will be listening to your heart later on, but this just kind of gives me a baseline. Do you prefer an arm? So I'm just going to be listening. You will feel a tight squeeze on your arm. If it hurts at all during this process, please let me know. I'm going to get a second reading just to make sure. So again, just a tight squeeze. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch arms. We'll do it on the opposite arm just so your other arm doesn't get too tired or too sore. I'm going to listen once more. So your blood pressure is a little high, but I'm guessing that's just from the trauma that you just experienced. So I'm not too worried about that. I'll go ahead and take the cuff off for you. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I am going to just write down my findings really quick. Okay, so now I'm going to just test your eyes. I'm going to adjust my light here so I can get a little bit better focus. And I'm just going to have you go ahead and follow my fingers. So go ahead, follow my finger. Good. Other side, go ahead and close the opposite eye. Cover the opposite eye. Good. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with there. So that's good. So now I'm just going to check inside your nose. I know this is kind of weird, but I do just want to make sure that everything's okay. So I'm just going to have you tilt your head up so I can see inside your nostrils, and I will be shining a light. So go ahead and tilt up. Okay. So now I'm going to be testing your hearing. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to tap something on each ear or by each ear, and you're just going to tell me if you can hear it or not. So we'll go ahead and do that. Can you hear that? Good. And other ear. Can you hear that? Good. Once more. It's going to be tapping. Go ahead and close your eyes again. Good. And tell me when you can hear this. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and check inside of your mouth. So I'm just going to have you open your mouth as wide as you can, and I'm going to be placing this Q-tip on your tongue and shining a light into your mouth, okay? So go ahead and open wide. Say ah for me. Ah. Good. Very good. So I will mark that in my notebook here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move down to your neck area. So I'm just going to be feeling your neck to make sure that your trachea is midline and not crooked or anything from the impact of the car crash. So I'm just going to have you sit normally, go ahead and relax your throat and your neck. And I'm just going to feel here. And then I'm just going to put 2 fingers on your pulse right here and make sure that's okay. And I'm just going to be counting for about a minute. So again, just relax for me. I am going to go ahead and listen to your heartbeat. So all I need you to do for me is just relax so I can listen. Go ahead and relax. Great. That sounds all good. So moving on to your breathing, I'm going to be listening to the front of your chest and the back of your chest to make sure that I'm not hearing any crackling, wheezing. If you had a punctured lung, I would be able to tell by listening to your breathing. So all I'm going to have you do is take deep breaths for me, and I will tell you when to breathe in and out. So just follow my instruction. So I'm first going to listen to the anterior or front part of your chest. Okay, so go ahead and take a deep breath in. Good, and a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And are you feeling any pain in your chest at all? A little bit? Okay, so we will probably want to get an MRI or a CT scan on your chest just to make sure that you don't have any punctured lungs. I don't hear anything, but sometimes our machines can pick up better than we can if we actually look at imaging. So I will order that for you so you can get that done today. Yeah, it shouldn't take very long, probably 30 minutes at the most. It's not long. If you've ever gotten like an x-ray, if you've ever broken something, it's similar. So I'm going to do what we call palpation or palpating, and that's when you press down. I just want to make sure that your organs are all in the right place and that I can feel your organs. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just do it while you're sitting up. It will be easier so you don't have to move. So I'm just going to feel here. Good. Might feel some tapping, just making sure everything's in place. And your abdomen doesn't look distended or anything like that, so that's a good sign. I'm also just going to listen to your stomach. So I just need you to relax for me. Great. I'm hearing sound in all 4 quadrants, which means there's no blockages or obstructions. So that's very good. I'm just going to write that down really quick. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? All right. If you're uncomfortable or in pain at any point, let me know and we'll stop the examination, because I know after getting into a car accident, I know this is probably the last thing you want to do, but it is important just to make sure that you're healthy and that everything's functioning properly. So I'm going to go ahead and have you hold on to my hands, and I'm going to have you grip as hard as you can. So squeeze my hand as hard as you can. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, you definitely did not lose any strength. And then I'm going to go ahead and press on your foot really quick. I'm going to have you press back. So I'm just going to press with my hand against your foot, and I'm going to have you counter my pressure, if that makes sense. So go ahead and press down on my hand. Good. And other foot. Do you have any, I will be doing a pain assessment, but any pain in your feet? Okay. So pretty strong, normal strength, I would say. So that indicates that you don't have any broken bones or any trauma to your legs or your arms. I am going to do a quick pain assessment just to make sure that we catch any pain, because pain is a way of telling our bodies that there's something wrong. So, do you have any pain? You did say that you were having some in your chest. Is there anywhere else that you're having pain? No? Just in your chest? Okay. What side of your chest? Where is it? Like on the sides? Is it in the middle? Okay, on the left side. Do you remember when you were in the car crash, if the airbag pressed there at all? Did the airbag deflate? Okay. So that could explain some of it. You might just have some bruising there. How long have you been having the pain? Since your car crash? Okay. How long was that ago? Like an hour? Okay. Is the pain consistent, or is it more coming and going in waves? Consistent. Okay. Do you feel if you were to go to sleep right now that you could sleep, or is the pain too much to handle at this point? Okay, what would you rate it on a scale? This might be a better question. If you could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain ever and 1 being not that bad, what would you rate it? A 7? Okay, so that's pretty significant. We will definitely be checking into that. And I can always grab you some ibuprofen. So it will tide you over until we can figure out what's going on. Have you found any relief factors? I know you were transported right to the hospital, but have you found any things that have helped the pain at all? No? Okay. Okay, interesting. So it's better when you're laying down. Okay. As far as the pain, is it more of a sharp stabbing pain? Is it more of a burning? Is it more of an aching pain? Okay, sharp pain. I will come back. I'll be back here in about 15 minutes. I have a few other patients to see to give you some medication for the pain. Is there anything else I can do for you? Do you have any questions for me as far as anything goes? No? Okay. Well, it was so nice meeting you, and I'll probably see you around, and I hope you heal pretty fast. Usually, if you don't have any injuries or anything, you can go home the same day, but if we do find something in your screening, then we might have to keep you here for a few days. So I wish you the best of luck.